Welcome to the Own Your Life podcast, where our goal is to help bring hope, healing, and peace by sharing our experiences and inspiring you to own your life. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Own Your Life podcast. Today is episode 77, and we are so close to Christmas. I'm so excited. I know that I am excited for multiple reasons. Well, my birthday is on Christmas, and I love Christmas anyways. I do feel like maybe I'm a Christmas elf. Who knows? But that would make sense with being born on that day. And to answer everybody's question that I always get, does it suck to have your birthday on Christmas? The answer is always, I don't know any better. I do not know any better. I've always had it on Christmas, so I don't know what it's like to have my birthday on a different day. That's never been a thing. So I'm always used to it being on Christmas. And yes, with the presents, sometimes that means that people have done, hey, here's your birthday and Christmas gift, and just rolled it all into one instead of having multiple. And then there's been other instances where it's even more because it's been separated. And I feel like my parents did a really nice job when I was growing up to separate it by having like our family birthday party on Christmas Eve instead of Christmas Day, because a lot of people are busy Christmas Day for obvious reasons, that we would do it that way to keep it separate so that they still made my birthday special, which was really cool. And then as far as like little kid birthday parties, we did them like earlier in December because most people are traveling and gone for the holidays. So trying to do one closer to Christmas, usually many people couldn't come, so we didn't do it that way. But that, just to answer your question, because I know I've gotten that so many times. So if you're wondering what it's like to have a birthday around Christmas time, that is it. I actually am glad that it is on Christmas and not like the 23rd or the 27th or whatever. I feel like for those people, maybe it sucks more because it's like, it's kind of around the day, but it's not on the day, but then people might forget it and whatnot. But I do feel like my birthday is forgotten by a lot of people, which is totally fine. I'm not complaining, but just because there's so much going on with Christmas and holiday stuff. But just wanted to say that now because I get this question all the time when people find out my birthday's on Christmas. And the cool thing is Matt's birthday is actually on the 19th. So we kind of have like our birthdays together. We always celebrate them together, which is nice. So just want to clear that up. But I hope everybody is going to have an amazing holiday season if you haven't already. And that if you are traveling, that you are, safe and careful, because I know it's crazy with all the traveling in the holiday season. But I really want to talk about do not comply. Like that's the name of this message, is do not comply. This is the time. I know we're getting right into the holidays. Christmas is coming up in just a few days. But I do think it's important to not comply. And a lot of that does go with the holidays. Like, in my perspective, like do not skip on being with loved ones because you're terrified of something that's not going to kill you. I feel like that is so silly and crazy, and we do not get the time back that we have right now. So if you're thinking, oh, I'll just see them next year. Well, the news is you might not have a next year, whether it's for you or for them, or if something else happens, because we can't predict the future. So we have no idea what's going to happen. And I think that that's pretty silly to think that everything's just going to be great next year and it's crazy this year, but it's going to get better next year. We don't know that. We are not guaranteed that. Let's hope so, but we aren't guaranteed that. And it is important to take the time that you do have right now and to spend that with the ones you love and seeing the people you want to see and not worrying about some silly virus that is most likely not going to kill you. Some people, that might be the final straw, depending on what your other situations are and your other comorbidities. I can't speak for everybody, but for most people, you are not going to die from apparently this Omicron variant, which just gives you a scratchy throat, and that it's super mild and the most mild of any of them that's been out so far. I would say to live your life in fear is not smart, and you're going to regret it later in life, whether it's, a year from now or 20 years from now. You're going to wish that you had done differently. So do not comply. Hang out with the people you want to hang out with. Have the Christmas parties. Share the eggnog, whatever you're going to be doing. I think that that's important to enjoy the holiday celebration because it only comes once a year, and I don't want everybody to miss out again, because a lot of people missed out last year because we didn't know how to handle all this COVID stuff. But I think this is the time, like, enjoy yourself, have the holiday that you want to have the big party, invite 40 people, whatever you're going to do it. Hang out with the people that you love, because you're not going to kill them. I promise you're not going to kill them with the whole coronavirus thing. And like, if you touch somebody, they're just going to fall over and die. Like, I feel like that's the way that everybody's handling it, and it's ridiculous. So I would say be cautious when you're traveling, because people do travel crazy, like whether it's driving or whatever. So be careful with that. But as far as the other go, like, take your mask off when you're home. Are you kidding me? Do not wear your mask inside. That is ridiculous. In your own home, that is just unbelievable. The things that I hear about, oh, you need to wear it while you're at home. No. Absolutely not. Take that thing off your face, breathe the clean air, and hang out with the people that you love. That is what you need to do for the holiday season. And that is really owning your life. Do not let the government tell you how to enjoy Christmas. They don't even like Christmas. They don't even care about Christmas. And in fact, I feel like a lot of them don't even believe in Jesus. So they have zero room in my book to talk to me about how I'm going to enjoy my holidays. And I'm getting a little fired up here because that's how I feel about it. But I just want to share a funny story. At least I thought it was amusing. The other day, I took Marley, our lovely little 7-year-old German Shepherd, if you don't know who Marley is, and took her to go get Christmas pictures. I did not do this last year because we had just put Haas down right before Christmas, and I just couldn't handle it. I did not want to see a holiday picture of her without him. It was too soon, so I didn't do that last year. But this year, I felt like I should. So I took her. Our vet was doing Christmas pictures for free, which was really nice of them. And hers hasn't come out yet, but it should come out pretty soon. Actually, by the time this is out, it probably is going to be out. But the time I'm recording it, we don't have it yet. So anyways, I took her to go get Christmas pictures. And of course, on the doors, it had said, like, mask required for humans. And I just thought, okay, I've ignored these signs the whole time we've lived in Florida. If places still have them, some places do, some places don't. It's Florida. A lot of places do not, almost all places do not require you to wear a mask at all. Some places say like recommended, whatever. But this one said mask required for humans. And I just thought, whatever, I've ignored these signs the whole time I've been here. I'm not going to start complying now. So I didn't put one on, obviously. And I walked in there and then I checked her in and everything. And they were like, do you have a mask? And I said, no, I don't. And I was really nice. I was really nice to them, just super smiley, happy. Like, nope, I don't have a mask. And they were like, oh, okay, well, let me see if we have one for you. And they spent the next like five to 10 minutes while we're waiting for the guy to come like take us back for the pictures. And they're like scrambling to find a mask. And first of all, I thought, okay, if you are requiring this, you need to have them on hand, because how are you going to require somebody to have something like that? Like, especially in Florida, like people don't have masks. Like they don't. Like I might have one shoved down in my car in the center console somewhere that's probably covered in who knows what. Like, I'm not putting that on my face. So I didn't even offer to go look because I don't care. So from my perspective, like, this is Florida. People are not wearing masks like that. And if you're going to require me to have one, then you need to have one. Then you need to have it in stock for me. If it's that crazy for you and I can wear it for 5 minutes, which I don't want to wear it anyways. I would have just taken it off by the time I got back to the thing. But anyways, so they're scrambling to find one, asking all these people, oh, do you have a mask? Oh, let me check over here. And then it was just kind of funny because I could tell like they didn't really want to do it, but because it's their company policy that they were like trying to figure this out. And by the time like one person came back and was like, well, we don't have them. I can't find one anywhere. And then the other lady, and I'm standing right here watching all of this, so they know I can listen to them. And the one lady looked at the other one that was like, we don't have them. And she was like, well, then I guess we're just going to treat this as curbside. And then I'm just thinking like, I am literally standing right here. You could just tell me to my face. But it's funny because I was just standing there smiling and I was trying to calm Marley down because she don't like the vet. So she starts to shake and everything. She thinks she's about to like, get the thermometer in places where it shouldn't go and whatnot. But so I'm trying to calm her down, but they were like, oh, we should just treat this as curbside. And then nobody said anything to me. And then they didn't even look at me and were like, well, you need to go back in your car. No, they didn't say that at all. It almost like looked like they were looking at each other like, well, do you want to tell her? You want to tell her? I don't want to tell her. Like, they didn't say that, but they were just giving each other a look like, I don't want to do this. And it was just really, I thought it was very amusing. And by the time they were like, discussing that amongst themselves with me overhearing all of it, because I'm standing right there, the guy comes in and is like, oh, let me take Marley back. And he wanted me to come with her because I guess the owner goes with the dog for the pictures. So we just walked back there and like, he didn't say anything to me. He said nothing to me about a mask at all. And I thought it was so funny. So the other two were up there trying to figure it out, like who's going to tell me to go back in my car. Nobody says anything. And then I just walked back with Marley back to go get her pictures. We do the pictures. It's great. The guy said nothing about it. He was excited about Marley because she did really well. And he had one of those neck gaiters on, which usually if somebody's got one of those on, then they're pretty much like, F this mask mandate. I'm just wearing this to shut everybody up. So he didn't care. And so he, which we don't have a mandate in Florida. So I want to clear that up. Probably I'm meaning in his company, obviously they have some sort of requirement. But Florida does not, and they haven't for a long time. So anyways, so we get the pictures and then we leave. Nobody says anything to me as I walk out, and I just leave and I'm like, I didn't wear the mask and I wasn't going to anyways. And it was just funny. Like if they would have handed it to me, I don't know. Thinking back, like maybe I would have put it on my face for 5 seconds until the guy got me and I would have pulled it off because I knew he didn't care. And it was just goofy. So I just thought that was amusing because like people don't want to enforce this anyways. It's awkward. It's weird. I don't want to tell, like if I were them, I don't want to tell somebody to put a face diaper on. Like, come on, we have got to stop this madness. And there have been so many studies that the mask only work 10 to 20% maximum, no matter what. Doesn't matter how you're wearing it on your face. If you wear it properly and everything, obviously the percentage goes up, but 10 to 20% maximum. So the fact that we are thinking that this is protecting us is such a false sense of security, and it is ridiculous. I know I've talked about this a lot, but this has got to stop. And I know with every new variant that comes out is a whole new wave of panic and fear. And, oh no, this one's going to get me. And, oh, it's the Omicron. Like they're just going down the Greek alphabet. Like that's what it's not supposed to scare you. Like they're just using Greek alphabet letters because instead of saying where it's actually coming from, because they don't want to offend whatever country or people group or whatever it's coming from, they chose to go with the Greek alphabet, which is fine. But it's just another variant, which I've said before. COVID's not going away. It is never going away. It's going to keep mutating and adapting. That's what it does. So we have to learn to live with it. And part of that is not complying to this crap of wearing a face diaper and having to get a required shot that does not work. It is not proven to keep you from getting sick. So if you want to get it, cool, that is your choice. For me, I feel like it is a death shot, and it is not a good idea for several reasons and several other things that I've been through that I've healed with holistic means of health and whatnot, and vitamins and treatments and stuff. There's no way that I'm going to trust something that apparently has been developing for years, but for nefarious reasons. So I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to trust that God made me the way he made me, and that my immune system is going to take care of me, and that a little piece of cloth over my face is not going to save me from whatever I'm going to get anyways. And it's healthy to get a little sick, to get a common cold or to get the flu, because you get stronger because your body fights it off. And if we keep preventing ourselves from getting any kind of sickness at all, we're just going to be these weak little human beings that are going to drop once we actually do get something. And I think maybe that's the goal. I don't know. Maybe it is. But I don't want that for me. I'm okay if I get a little cold or a flu or something, because I know I'm going to fight it off and I'm going to be stronger because of it. And I feel like with, proper sunlight or proper vitamin D and proper vitamins, obviously speak to your doctor about the levels you need. You can't just go on a whim and take a bunch of supplements that you don't know what they're going to do to you. You do need to get your blood levels checked and things like that. Being very smart about it. I've worked with holistic doctors for 4 or 5 years now. And that has been a game changer for me, because it's helping you to do things that are going to naturally heal you, because your body is made to fight off viruses and to fight off sicknesses and become stronger. And we're around germs and stuff all day, every day. And our bodies are meant to handle that. So I think the main thing is, don't miss out on holiday stuff, especially with Christmas coming up and then New Year's shortly after, that you're going to miss out on things because you're so terrified of something that's not going to kill you. Most likely, again, disclaimer, most likely, some people, that might be the final straw. But if that's the case, you probably have some other things you need to take care of. And I can't speak for everybody on that. So that is, obviously you know your body. So with that though, don't miss out. Don't miss out on the holidays and being with everybody and making those memories that you're never going to get back again. Like you're never going to get that time back again. You're only going to have a Christmas of 2021 one time. So this is it. Like it's up to you what you make of it. It's just important to realize like a lot of this now, I feel like we should be able to see this, but so many people still don't see it, that like a lot of it it's just for control. It's just for mind control. Like the government just wants to control you and they want to dictate everything that you do, the places you spend your money, the places that you do things. Like they want to dictate your life. And I am not cool with that. Like that is not at all owning your life. Owning your life is you being able to make the choices and live the life that you want to live and have the family you want to have and have, the success that you want, by setting the proper goals. And that doesn't include obeying the government. Now, I'm not saying not to obey certain things like do not murder, do not steal. Like those are, first of all, those are biblical. So I am all about the Bible and following, the 10 Commandments, like honor your father and mother, all of that. Yes. I'm not talking about to be an anarchist and totally go crazy and against everything the government says. No, I followed like the Constitution, like the actual, what this country was founded on. Not following what these crazy tyrants in office right now are trying to make us do, because they are so power hungry. It is ridiculous. And if you can't see that, open your eyes. It's time to wake up. Maybe this is your wake up call that, they don't have your best interest in mind, and that you need to, be on offense with this and not just defense. You need to be on offense and stand up and do not comply with these crazy, crazy rules. And if you live in a state that is so crazy, maybe it's time to move. Maybe it's time to get out, go somewhere else, go somewhere that actually aligns with your values and the freedom that you want in your life for you and your family. And that is a main reason why we moved to Florida. And I know I've said that before, but huge reason we moved here is I didn't want to wear a mask on my face anymore. And guess what? I don't have to. And it's fantastic. I can go to the grocery store and I don't have to worry about it. Nobody says anything to me. The only thing that happened was the thing at the vet, which is funny because I took Marley to the vet shortly after we moved here, probably like April. I think it was April or May, because I needed to get her checked into a vet here, just to have all that on hand when we did board her. So they had her information for a vet here in case something happened, because that's just like standard protocol. It wouldn't be really useful if they had a vet's contact information in North Carolina. What's that going to do? So I got her established with a vet here, and they still had the same sign on the door. And like nobody said anything to me that day. I took her in, sat there, waited for the vet. They let me in the room and everything. And even the vet and the vet tech, like the assistant, nobody said anything. So I thought that was kind of funny that now, like, why do you care about this now? You didn't care about it like 5 months ago. Or I guess that was like 7 months ago, but still. It's just kind of funny how everything's happening, and you do need to look at it and see like what is behind this. Like if masks work, then why don't masks work? If vaccines work, then why aren't they working? And then if vaccines work, why do we need masks? If masks work, why do we need vaccines? It's just, these are just simple questions that I laugh because I'm like, why don't we all ask these? If we all ask these as a huge group, like, we can stand up and fight against this and end this crap, because that's what it is. It's just total tyranny, and it's trying to ruin our lives and ruin our futures. And I'm not going to stand for that as long as I'm here. That I'm going to stand up for what I believe in and for owning your life and having the life that you want to live. And that does not include complying to these crazy, crazy rules set forth by the government and by the cities and whatnot. If you live in, a highly democratic area that's enforcing all of this. So I would say to stand up against it and to live your life. Go live your life. Go have an amazing Christmas holiday. I wish the best for all of you. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, you celebrate a Hanukkah. I hope it was amazing. I know it's already over. I hope that was great, or whatever else you celebrate. I hope you have an amazing time with friends and family. Don't hold back. Hang out with the people that you love, because tomorrow is not guaranteed, and we need to all stand up and own our life. And with that, please share this message. Please subscribe. Please rate and review us. And until next time, own your life, because your life is your responsibility. thank you all for listening. If this added value to you, please click subscribe and rate and review us. You can also find us at Own Your Life Co. on Instagram and Facebook and ownyourlifeco.com. And as always, own your life because your life is your responsibility.